hoops, and it's next.
And the players doing a little talking here before tip-off. It's all in good fun right now. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. Okay, first for the Bulls, Kobe is out there with Michael Jordan. And the big guy in the middle, Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Pippen, and it's Rodman in at the power forwards position. And for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And manning the middle, a champion in his lone season at Kentucky. And the 2012 #1 pick overall, shot blocker extraordinaire, Anthony Davis. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Durant in at the 4 spot. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Kobe with it. Pippen with it. He's picked up by LeBron. It's Pippen with the drive. Back to Kobe. Inside the leader. Second chance effort. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what I love about him. His ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish at the basket.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. And the Nets with possession. There's a screen. And here's LeBron outside. The shot no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Outside Durant, pass to Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw, good, Irving.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Stay with the rebound. I got box here.
And so Irving nails both of them.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. It's rebounding that he thinks could be the X factor today. He told me that it doesn't matter what they do in other aspects of the game if they get dominated on the backboards, which is always a possibility against a team that puts so much effort into their rebounding. Guys?
Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. So, Clark, what does that mean if your man is doing a better job cleaning the paint?
Kevin, that basically means you're being out-positioned and out-physicaled and out-hustled, period.
Blake Griffin, he's set in for Brooklyn. Jordan gets the middle. Elgin with the triple. Chicago on defense. It's Harden with the drive. Passes to Irving.
LeBron.
LeBron outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Kobe with it. He dishes it to O'Neal. Outside Jordan. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A good look from Harden. The rebound by Jordan.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
Jordan off a pick from O'Neal. Kobe passes to Jordan. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Still looking for that first two. Both four now.
Here's LeBron. The shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Outside, Kobe. He passes to Jordan. Outside, Pippen.
Here we go. Get it out. Go. I got ball. I'm back.
Pass to Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Buries the long-range jumper. Kobe's got 5 now.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
LeBron outside. There's the 3. And that one's good.
How about that for a response?
We will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Kobe kicks to Pippen. Dishes it to Rodney. Back to Pippen. The trade. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. A nice shot by LeBron.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Bulls trail by 5. Pippen dishes to Rodney. He feeds it to Kobe. Outside Pippen. Back to Kobe. It's Pippen with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Chicago making a switch here. Longley's checked in. And both free throws good for Pippen. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. There's the pass to Griffin. Harden outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Green missing. Bulls trail by 3. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. Simpkins, he's checked in for Chicago. And here is Jordan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Simpkins. Back to Jordan. Shot, no good. Great D that time from Dinwiddie. And here's LeBron outside. That's good. LeBron's got 11 points.
Well, he's really been rolling now from 3-point range. What an opening quarter for him.
Michael Jordan on the way. A rebound by Jeff Green.
The poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Pass to Simpkins. Here's Bushley. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Chicago making a switch here. 2:29 left in the first quarter of the game. Kicks to Durant. The three. Gets it to go.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow him down.
Here is Curry. He passes to Bushel. 5 to shoot. Kerr. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Durant. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. He kicks it to Green. From the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
Seconds left in the first. Feeds to Jordan. A putback.
Boy, a nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot. And made it work.
It did, yeah. And those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir.
They sure do. That's why boxing out is so important. Defensively, you can't just let a guy get to the rim and not put a body on him.
Back to Shumpert. Here's the dish to Brown. It's Durant on the wing. 6 to shoot. Releases. Misses off the right iron.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
It's stolen by Brown. Throws it from deep. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Nets out in front, up 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific, too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
And let's now go to the sideline and catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
As you know, guys, Kevin Durant was the runner-up to LeBron James in MVP voting last season. Elite company, but for Durant, it's not good enough. He said, quote, "I've been second my whole life. I was the second best player in high school. I was the second pick in the draft. I've been second in the MVP voting 3 times. I came in second in the finals. I'm tired of being second." And as for his friendship with LeBron, Durant said, "I'm not taking it easy on him." Guys, sounds like he's taking no prisoners this season.
A scary thought. Thanks, Doris. And so here is Chicago after the missed three from Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Bushel. From deep. Andrew grabs the miss. Outside Durant. Green. Outside Durant. He's against Jordan. That drops. Durant's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Brooklyn.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Jordan kicks to Curry. Number 36, started by Green. Number 36. And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First free throw is good. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Simpkins. Both shots good from the strike.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Brown. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Durant backing in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Rodman with the defensive effort. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Dinwiddie. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Now here's Kerr. The pass to Bushel. Now the feed to Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Here's Rodman. Just 4 to shoot. Pippen. Here's Shaq. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Outside Landry. He dishes it to Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Jordan with it. Now guarded by Dinwiddie. Pippen, the pass to Rodman. Back to Pippen. Inside to Shaq. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Shaq's got his second bucket of the game to go. Nets leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Durant. That's blocked by Shaq. And that one's good.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't also mention his supreme shot blocking. He doesn't do it softly. He comes up with emphatic denial.
Here's Pippen, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Jordan dishes to Kerr. And it's off from three-point range. Now Durant. He's got 5. Pippen with the steal. Outside Pippen. Back to Jordan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pippen with it. He's picked up by Landry. Kicks it out to Kerr. And the 3-ball is good.
That's his first three-pointer of the second half, which actually makes it his first of the game.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Bushler's checked in for Michael Jordan. Back to Green. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Picked away. Now here's Kerr, defended by Dinwiddie. Pippen kicks to Kerr. Pass to Bushler. Six on the shot clock. Back to Kerr. From deep three-point range. Rebound Brooklyn. Landry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Durant attacking Landry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 1:43 left here in the second.
Hey, pick up left.
Now Kerr. Back to Shaq. He passes it to Bushman. Dishes to Pippen. 6 to shoot. Kirk gets to Pippen. Durant with some nice deep. Nets leading by 7. Here's Dinwiddie. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
A nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
And he makes the first. Bulls making a switch here.
You got it out. It's just pitch down there. I got shoot.
Both free throws good from Dinwiddie. Bulls trail by 9.
Hey, watch Kobe.
Kobe gets to Pippen.
Hey, balance it out.
Back to Kobe.
Set.
On the pass to Bushman. Pippen jacks up a 3. Gets it to go. Pippen's got 5 now.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
Now, here is Harden. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. If they play the clock right, Steve, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly and get 2 possessions out of this.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And the shot is good. Harden's got his first bucket of the night.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Shaq with it. 6 points for him. On the wing, Kobe. Kobe gets a screen from O'Neal.
Couldn't convert, but nice little team.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
That'll do it for the first half. Nets lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Now, presented by Sprint.
We're happy to be with you this Tuesday night. Keep it here on 2K Sports as we break down the first half. Brooklyn up on top against Chicago. The assist total indicative of their unselfish play, spreading that ball around. The leading scorer, LeBron James. We all know he can deliver huge performances, and he could be on his way to another. And a tough matchup, but the Bulls are staying afloat. Great activity defensively. They're taking measured risks, trying to force turnovers, putting a lot of pressure on that end of the floor. Scottie Pippen playing impressively so far. He's got 5 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. And that'll be all for now. Thanks so much for joining us. The 3rd quarter just about to get underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to New York City as we look at an enchanting view of Lady Liberty.
The Bulls have not defended well against LeBron.
He has 11 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
Irving against Kobe. Irving kicks to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Now here's Jordan. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kobe from deep. It's rolled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving's shot is good.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Here's Pippen. 5 points in the game. Back to Kobe. Pass to Pippen. He feeds it to Kobe. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Lock at 6. Back to Pippen. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Pippen's got 7 points in the game. Nets leading by 9. Outside Durant. Kicks it to Irving. No good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pippen, the pass to Jordan. Back to Pippen. Takes a 3. And the best is good. Pippen's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it because they have to get a hand in his face.
Harden dishes to LeBron. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kobe kicks to Jordan. Back to Kobe. Great D that time from Durant. Brooklyn with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Harden inside the three-point line. Back to Irving. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
You know, I'd like to see more of that from him. He's been passing up his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones he takes. He's got to be more aggressive.
Chicago calls timeout. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Chicago making some changes. Longley comes in for Shaq, and Steve Kerr is subbed in for Kobe. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Pippen. Passes it to Longley. Back to Pippen. He kicks to Rodney. Feeds it to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Kevin Durant.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
They're not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Bulls trail by 10. Outside Pippen. Now the dish to Jordan. The jump up. Good D by Harden.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
LeBron, left shot. He used that pick just right. And it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Rodman passes to Pippen. Back to Rodman. There's the feed to Kerr. He dishes it to Pippen. In low to Longley. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Well, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Here's Harden. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Now here's Pippen. 12 points for him. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Pippen's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half. But since the break, he's been on target.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Chicago making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Here is Durant. He has 5. Back to Griffin. Pass to LeBron. Griffin a screen on Jordan. Off the pick. Kicks it out to Harden. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 10 points for James Harden.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
Also, the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Now here's Kobe. He has 5. James Harden with the rebound.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Complete domination. What a game for Harden. 10 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The first one falls. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Chicago. Pippen comes in for Michael Jordan.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. I get the rebound. I got it. Box here. I got box here.
Harden hits them both. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Kerr gets the Pippen. Shaq with a screen-on shot on the rim. Kobe. And he sees the shot coming off the strong pick. Kobe's got 7 points in the game.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of that.
Harden's shot is good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Pippen slams it in. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Way to hit it.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the pick. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, Harden is really an instant offense type guy, Kevin. He's been a role player off the bench the last couple of years, but it seems like he's ready to emerge into a star. He's instant offense when he comes into the game.
And, Steve, it's not just because Harden can get hot in a hurry. It's also because he can find ways to get the shots he wants. And he isn't just a catch-and-shoot guy. He knows when to put it on the floor, create some space, and then pull up for the 2. He's also a better passer than advertised.
And the Nets making a change here. James is checked in. Here's Pippen. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight.
We got to give him a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backcourt.
Well, they've done a lot of things right. But I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Rodman grabs the miss.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Pippen for 3. It's Pippen again missing. Here's LeBron. Trying to get that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Nets. They lead by 18. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Bulls trail by 18. Pippen dishes to Rodman. He passes to Jordan. And there's the pass to Pippen. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
That free throw good from Pippen. one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets leading by 16. Throws it up high. No good. Rodman with the defensive effort. Here's Jordan. Dishes it to Pippen. Pass to Kerr. Back to Pippen. 4 on the shot clock. The teardrop hits the bucket. Pippen's got 16 here in the second half.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
Stolen by Pippen, and they're pushing it up. O'Connor with the block. He feeds it to Durant. Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Harden with the drive.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
You got it out. Put your pitch down there. I got shoot. I got big.
Both good from the line that time. Chicago calls timeout.
He needs to get them back into a flow offensively. You know, things have gotten stagnant for them, and they're starting to force some of these shots.
And that can snowball on you. One guy takes a bad shot, then another guy does, and then you're missing back-to-back-to-back shots, and all of a sudden, you have no rhythm and you're self-inflicting wounds.
Bulls trail by 16. Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Kobe kicks to Shaq. Backing down. Back to Kobe. Launches a 3. Gets it to go.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
And here is Irving. Kicks to LeBron. Passes it to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago grabs the miss. Kobe's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Pippen. Back to Kobe. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Way too loose on that inbounds pass.
Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Chicago. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Bulls trail by 13. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Here's Kobe.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he's not helping their offense.
Durant, the pass to LeBron. Left side, Irving. Shoots. And the jumper is on the mark. And the Nets lead by 15.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Now they've taken up another notch, Clark, looking very confident out there.
With the slam.
We knew what was going to happen with that one when he got his hands on it.
Yeah, you know, if the ball comes to him off the offensive boards, Clark, it's going to go back down hard.
It's amazing how many points he salvages for his team.
Here's Irving, following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Irving dishes to LeBron. Defender touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Kobe kicks to Pippen. Feeds it to Robin.
Kobe.
And Kobe throws it down hard.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Outside Irving.
I got yours.
He kicks to LeBron. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, he's putting up big numbers on that three-point contest.
Jordan off the pick from O'Neal. Rodney with a screen on Hart. The try by Jordan, and it's blocked. Here's Irving. The dish to Durant. Stolen by O'Neal. LeBron against Pippen. The feed now to Kobe. Check the screen on Durant. Kobe with it. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're leading by 13. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets coach was going over with his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Moving against Kobe. Outside Irving. LeBron sets the screen for Irving. And Durant. Here we go. It's blocked by Shaq. Jordan the pass to Pippen. He dishes it to O'Neal. O'Neal gets a screen from Pippen. Shaq kicks to Jordan.
Incredible.
Wow. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. To see that again. And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
Bulls trail by 13. Kobe goes in. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
He needed to cash in on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. Irving attacking. Shot is off. Shaq with some nice D. Here comes Kobe.
I got him.
Pass to O'Neal. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And here are the Nets. Harden dishes to LeBron. Can't cash in from close range.
And this game is finally getting away from him.
Yeah, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
That one is off. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Good on the second free throw. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play. I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves. There's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Easily grabbing this one. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.